All right, here on a beautiful Tuesday morning with Coach Katie Vaughn. Coach, you're looking back at your team's play. Last week you picked up 2 more wins. How did you think that the team performed, especially compared to your first 2 games?
We're definitely getting better at certain things. Just little things as far as like playing through things. We had girls that transition, got out and had layups. They missed the layups. We had 3 rebounders right there to pick up the rebound and put it back. So it's those little things that just playing hard that we're trying to get in their heads. That that's what you have to do to finish games, is to play hard for the full 40 minutes. I think they've been doing that the last 2 games better than they did the first 2 games. And other things just like defense, in our offense, we run a motion. That's just going to take time for our girls to get to know each other. But we're definitely seeing an improvement in both areas on our defensive end and offensive end.
It seems like every game so far you've had different people step up. In the last game it was Freddie Sims. A game before that, Ariana Walker had a big game. Vivian Esselon, of course, has had some big games. Talk a little bit about your strategy with spreading the ball around, and if that's by design that you're having so many people with success.
Well, like I said just a little bit ago, we run a motion offense, and it's a player-based offense, and we've talked to the girls about this from day one, that if they want to get shots off, if they want to score, it's in their offense to do it. We obviously want to make our post players a priority inside, because we do have posts that can score, and it is important to develop an inside game before you start to focus on your outside game. However, they are double teaming, triple teaming Viv inside, which we're going to anticipate that happening all year. So she's doing a good job of finding the players on the outside, and they're doing a good job of knocking down the shot, getting the ball reversed. We have good ball movement in our offense, which is allowing other people to score. So it's not as if we're keying in on one person, like saying, okay, Ariana, tonight's your night, let's set up plays for her. It's just basically what girl wants to step up that night, come off screens looking to score, being aggressive on the drives when it's allowed in the offense. So again, we run a motion that is a player-based offense, and if they want to get that involved in their game that night, then that's what we're going to have different people step up.
Well, when we talked at the beginning of the season, you said one of your goals was to win the first 4 games, your non-conference games, and then go into conference play undefeated. Well, you've accomplished that goal. Looking ahead to the rest of the year, or at least the rest of the calendar year, going through December, what are some of your other short-term goals that you hope to accomplish?
We want to win, the majority of our home games. We've got to protect our home floor. Obviously, we're going to have some good teams coming in here. So to set the goal of all home games, the girls said that at first, and I kind of tried to point out that is a great goal to have. However, I'm kind of a realist, and I like to keep things realistic, so that when we don't reach a goal, that we're not just shut down and revert back to old things that we were doing. We need to keep getting better. So, we just said majority of our home games, and we gave the girls kind of the teams that we feel like we should beat at home, and then we need to steal some on the road. So we feel like we can get Fort Hays at home. It'd be a great conference opener to win at home to start the conference season. And then we go on the road and we play Southern, SBU on Saturday, and then we have Southern the next Saturday. So those are 2 teams that we can probably steal one on the road if we play well, So those are our goals to get through the year, like you said, calendar year, going into Christmas break feeling pretty good about the way we were playing. Come back and we open up with Northwest, which we feel like is a game at home that we could win also. So we feel like we've been set up here in the first few games of the conference to get some wins. The tough one, we're going to have to go to Central. They've got a pretty good squad this year that we're going to have to really bring all of our aces in order to, see what happens in the outcome on that game. But SBU and Southern are playing well. New coach at SBU, so we're looking at just a different type of style, different team than what we've seen out of SBU in the past. So we won't know what to look for until we obviously watch game film on them and try to move forward. But Fort Hays opening up, we definitely want to get a home win here starting conference season.
Well, you've already talked a little bit about how tough some of the teams on your schedule are. How would you characterize MIAA basketball play? I mean, as far as compared to maybe some other conferences, what makes the MIAA different?
The MIAA, I feel like, is a very, very good conference. It's obviously in the top of the D2 nationally. We always have teams that come out of it playing in the Final Four, Elite Eights, Final Fours, championship games, Washburn, Emporia, Northwest last year. So I feel like every year we have teams that come out of the MIAA and showing national rankings and competing at that level. And it's a lot to do with getting a lot of transfer kids, Division I transfers, JUCO transfers, and bringing in good freshmen that play behind those players and then are developed into good players as they go along in these programs. And the coaches, obviously we have some very experienced, mature, they've been in the league a long time type coaches. So going up against them, Washburn, Coach McHenry's been there for a lot of years. Emporia, the head coach now, it was the assistant there under Brandon Snyder, who was a very good coach there for years. Northwest's coach has been there for years. So we have a lot of coaches that have been at these programs for a lot of years, and they've done a great job with these programs. So I think that brings a lot to the MIAA. Coach Slifer down there at Central Missouri State, he's one of the winningest coaches in D2. So, everywhere from the players to the coaches to the programs in general, and the experience that's been brought to all the programs, I think just makes the MIAA just that much tougher and that much harder to play against night in and night out.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this week, and thanks for your time.
Thanks.